What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Going live, saying some things that was not true. So gotta. Oh man, gotta address some things. Feel me? Gotta address some things. Alright. Shout out to the Dream Team. Hey, Miss Roski. Hey, Nene. Hey, Blessed. Miss Virgo. Tammy. Ern. Now Taylor. Monique. Diane. Boss Lady. Tyree. What's going on? Top of the morning. And we're going to break it down for real. Alright? We got time today. So, hey Tiffany, you see what the title is? The DanaJay hate group. Rodney Reed versus everybody. Them savages again with the lies. Let's talk about it. Alright. Love yourself. Hey, we gonna go into it today. This is how I'm going to start off my mornings. You ready? Dream Team. Thanks for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us this morning. Let's go.
The best part of waking up is not giving a fuck. The best part of waking up is not giving a fuck. Best part of waking up is not giving a fuck.
DJ G.
Hey, Factory Productions.
I see the hate, I see the fake. I know who real, I know who ain't. Say you're my dog, but I can't relate. You wanna be on the winning team that do anything for a taste. I'm doing great, they see me winning that they acting feeling, trying to give me hugs. I remember when I never had nothing and everybody wanted to show me some love. She treated me different, now I got her slipping on me like she getting out the tub. DJ G.
Hey, Factory Productions.
I see the hate, I see the fake. I know who real, I know who ain't. Say you're my dog, but I can't relate. You wanna be on the winning team that do anything for a taste. I'm doing great, they see me winning that they acting feeling, trying to give me hugs. I remember when I never had nothing and everybody wanted to show me some love. She treated me different, now I got her slipping on me like she getting out the tub. DJ G.
Hey, Factory Productions.
I see the hate, I see the fake. I know who real, I know who ain't. Say you're my dog, but I can't relate. You wanna be on the winning team that do anything for a taste. I'm doing great, they see me winning that they acting feeling, trying to give me hugs. I remember when I never had nothing and everybody wanted to show me some love. She treated me different, now I got her slipping on me like she getting out the tub.
If you're looking for a social network that's for us, by us, designed by us, come on over to WeGotUps.com. www.WeGotUps.com. Tell them, Q.
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is, the West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% black owned, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there doing it, man. And as we say in the Big Three League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we all going through. So, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, black owned. Gotta love it. And willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So WeGotUps.com, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, for that. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, official Black People Social Network. I get it right. Don't worry about nothing. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We got ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
And when you come over, hit me up. Official DanaJay. Now, let's get into this commentary. Baby, let's go.
What you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. May not tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass count, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so, then I'ma beat it up. Hate on me, but no. Try to say stop when the beat say go. There you go again, that voice is watch you make your girlfriend go. Come on, come on, come on. You've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. After causing ruckus in the industry, making this so she can't sleep.
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Good morning, everybody, once again. Deshaun, what's up? Miss Viz B, hey. Boss Lady, hey. Hold on. Alright. So we're going to talk about some things real quick. And I'm going to do it in order that I put it. The DanaJay hate group, order number 1. Rodney Reed, number 2. The Savages, number 3. Alright? Hashtag free R. Kelly. Hashtag R. Kelly can never be defeated. Hashtag R. Kelly is more than a GOAT. Hashtag R. Kelly is everything that we suspected and more as far as music wise. Hashtag R. Kelly needs our support. Hashtag R. Kelly we are one. Hashtag R. Kelly is innocent. Hashtag R. Kelly been railroaded. Hashtag the government overreach. Hashtag we can keep going with we can keep going with the hashtags. You feel me? So we were all brought together on this side for a reason. Whatever the reason is, to be against Robert or to be for him. Whatever the reason is, it is what it is. We seen people come in to be distractors, to be subtractors, to be good people for him, to be bad people for him. We seen some of the bad people finally convert their minds to be good people for him. We seen some of the good people that we thought was good change their mind or execute what they plan to execute and been nothing but bad people for Robert versus Kelly. Either way, me, always trying to find the good in everything before I go to the extreme. And when I go extreme, then it becomes a problem. Don't make it a problem. How do you not make it a problem? Let's not take it there for it to be extreme. That's how we cannot make it a problem. Oh. So what I want to do, I want to touch on some things, you know. I want to touch on some things. And some things that have been going on for quite a long time. Nobody that put on your shirt. Yeah, it's just a shirt. See? Just shirt. I don't have nothing. Just a shirt. I'm sending out these texts real quick, but it is what it is, you know. I thank everybody for coming over. I support everybody for coming over. But hey, I got 66 for in the morning time. That's good. Let's go here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm all there. You know what I mean? I'm all there. I'm all there. I'm all there. So I don't want y'all thinking like, oh, this nigga really fat. He bloated. Nah, I'm all there. If I had titties, it'd be sitting out like this. No. So I want to talk about some things. And if you notice, I said the DanaJay hate group. You feel me? What they do is they observe you. They try to get close to you if they can. Then they come in, try to steal your ideas, and then try to flip everybody around you against you. So I'm going to show 3 screenshots from last night. Now, on Angie's channel, she had a panel. The Boski got on there and everything. But what I have a problem with is I got a call yesterday in the middle of my live. And the call went something like this. Dana, I'm at work, so I'm not in your chat. So why is a person perpetrating to be me in your chat? For the first time in my life, I couldn't give an answer. And it bothered me because I couldn't give an answer. I was stuck. For the first time in my life, I was stuck. And I asked this person, I said, are you sure it's not you? And she said, Dana, look, I'm going to step away from my desk and I'm going to come in your chat. Look at the difference. When she came into my chat, I seen the difference immediately. So I'm waiting for that person, the imposter, to come back into the chat. I don't care how good you saying it, but you will be blocked. Because I don't play that impersonation stuff. So as I'm looking in the chat section of Angie's live early this morning, because I got up this morning thinking I had to go to church. I thought the day was Sunday. Y'all should have seen me in here looking for something. I said, wait a minute. Well, I'm going to wear tomorrow at the cleaners. I ain't even go to the cleaners yet. Right, Tiffany. Yeah. True strong warrior. Yeah. So when I look in Angie chat, I'm looking. And I seen a lot of people talking about me. Hey, Toy Aces. Seen a lot of people talking about me. And this is what I saw. I see Jess V, which I know don't like me. So I understand, like, whatever she talks, she talks. Then I see Monique say, Daboski, your team consists of Nari, Tawana, Yellow, and Big Glenda. Go figure. And then put crazy emojis. That was a derogatory statement towards somebody that I really grew to have respect for. And Daboski. Then I see, Mom Life, she got a laughing emoji. She don't really bother nobody. Mom Life is one of the upstanding people over there on Oak Cove. Female-wise. Then you have this idiot that just want to fit in wherever he can get in. But what kills me is when you look under this idiot, you see the official DanaJay. And if you look closely, if you glance, you'll think this is really me. Well, one thing for sure, two things for certain. When you know that the page a clone is certain things you look for. And this is a teaching moment. When you look at my page, you will see that very same picture. But why is that picture swollen? When you look at my page, you will see spaces around my earlobes. And you will see a little bit of my hand like this. Why can't you see that on that page? I'm going to tell you why. Because when somebody steals a picture and try to crop it versus the original, you can crop it how you want it. That's why I put that picture up there, because it's hard to duplicate. You can't duplicate the original because it's going to be off somewhere. So while I was asleep, because I really got mad last night, while I was asleep, this was going on. So I said, wow, these people are really going to the extreme. Again. Here's what it looked like. And then this person say, he's on my team. Which they're trying to create division between me and Daboski. Here's a third. Now, I don't know who this Kayla Doss is, and whatever the Bozo thing is, I don't even know who Bozo is. But whatever this idiot Kayla Doss said at Wings, Bozo, Oss, behind all this, 100. Y'all are playing into his slow ass remedial games, but oh well. First of all, let me explain something. I'm not slow. I don't know who Bozo is. I'm not damn sure not remedial. Whatever games you think that's being played, you need to understand this. I don't play games. I make games. It's reasons why I do what I do. And since day one, all of my reasons have been justified. And it's been panning out to be truthful every which way I turn, even if I didn't want to believe it. So I'm going to give you a rule to a game. I'm about to break the game. And I'm about to give you a rule to the game. Rule number 1. If you don't want nothing to come back on you, leave people alone. If y'all don't want to deal with me, fine. I don't care. Because I don't deal with y'all. Just keep my name and my likeness out your mouth and keep it moving. Because now I'm about to do something that y'all can't do, okay? And it's called true commentary. Before I go back to the barbershop to get this snowflake off, okay? True commentary. Sit back, relax. I'm about to give it to you. I'm not going to feed into what y'all want me to feed into. Last night I seen all I need to see. Again. First I seen it in real form in New York. Then I seen it last night. I seen all I need to see. People doxing people and doing all this and doing all that. But then when it comes back to them, everybody want to cry victim. Run to the hills. Call the FBI. Well, shit. Call the CIA. Call Homeland Security. Because what's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Now, let's go here. I said it last night. I'm going to say it again. High, low budget maintenance. Dox Angie. For no reason. And then Reddit on Randy's platform. But everybody forgot about that. So when I told her I got all I need to get on her. And then I put where she used to intern at. And then it was confirmed by another blogger. Now all of a sudden, oh, we don't know what's going on. We don't know. You know what's going on. Welcome to the world that I've been trying to keep everybody from. I kept saying, y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. Do you know who I am for real? What up, Truth? like I say, it's only a very small few people now that I deal with on Oak Cove that are real. And if I did something messed up, like if I put somebody's kid up there in a harmful manner, they will say something about it. They will hit me. Dana, now you know that's not right. And I will say, look, this is what they did to me. All right, I'm out of it. That's what they'll say. But you have the messy people that rile Sylvia, rile Randa. They rile them up to do crazy things. But when you find somebody who is just as god-daggone crazy or crazier than them, that come and do the exact same thing and take it to a whole nother level, now everybody want to call the police. No. If you wasn't calling the police when you was doing stuff to people, don't call the police when it's done to you. That's why I can always say I got respect for Dubowski. Because when he did messed up stuff to me, I did messed up stuff to him. And we never got a police report on each other. We never went and called the police on each other. And then when we seen each other, it was real men stuff. And that's what these people mad about. Y'all can have kumbayas off of hate for me. And anybody that aligns themselves with me, or anybody that even talks with me. Y'all will go and attack them. But y'all got a whole network of degenerate idiots. And none of y'all like each other. I keep saying it. And you got a big lady calling a short lady twin. Make that make sense? How? You got a short lady that drinks all the time, that got one leg bigger than another, that's about 3 foot tall. But then you got another lady that's swollen, that wear big old glasses and crazy hairstyles, and her neck look like it's protruding over her shirts. And they call each other twins. How? I played the character of Biggie Smalls, right? But when I see them calling each other twins, I say Biggie and Smalls. And people get mad at me. Like, oh my God, you doing... No, I'm telling you what I see. And I got a lazy eye. I'm just telling you what I see. You got Biggie, you got Smalls. So some people that dealt with them, and I'm just going to keep it a buck. Some people that dealt with them, they were good people. And I had to go at them because they dealt with the people that went at me. I wish it never turned up like that. But the folks that rock with me, whether you Dream Team, Enterprise, Oak Cove, they know it's been nothing but real. I've been the same way since day one. The only thing I did was turn down a lot. Simple as that. So if you for R. Kelly, why the drama? If you don't like what I say, if you don't believe what I say, okay, fine. Go to another channel, stop listening, and stop regurgitating what I put out there. That's what you do. You find another source, and you rock with that source. But since day one, everything I said about this R. Kelly case have been 100. And it has happened in front of your eyes. Name one thing I said other than R. Kelly not going to jail and R. Kelly not being picked up by the feds. That didn't happen. And then question the people to say, oh yeah, he's a liar. Ask him, what did he lie about? Oh, he said he got baby by Rashana. Ask them to tell you the whole truth. Don't come in late and then run with a narrative because you like a certain blogger. Because let's be real, and I'm going to put it out there. Every blogger you see liked each other at one point in time. Every blogger that you see now was cool with each other at one point in time. Just like my intro song said, I see the fake. I hear the hate. So that's all I'm saying. If you don't like me, fine. There's 30 other channels that cover R. Kelly. I cover everything. Why? Because I'm just that guy. I give you facts. Everybody's talking about, oh, they need to go get Mesero and this and this and this and this. I was the first to say Jennifer Bojine will kill it. And when I typed that in, Don Russell said, oh no, we need Mesero. Hell with Jennifer. Me and Prima Donna showed the picture of when Ray went out there to meet with Mesero. That wasn't Don Russell, that was Ray out there. And the twins just happened to be out there. And you know, and the Wonder Twins. You know, blonde and blonder. You know? And the ones that hate me so much. But I'm going to give y'all a behind the scenes story. Before I even came on Phases, this is what a lot of y'all don't know. And if Jen and Lindsay be honest, because I know Lindsay don't like me, but I know Jen is cool with me. But I asked them this story. Before I even came on Phases. And good morning, Gospel Glam. And before I even came on Phases, when Kip vouched for me, they went to Rocky and other people to verify me. And when I was verified by Robert and Rocky and Kip, that's when they all said, oh, okay, cool. But then they start believing bloggers that was with Dawn to turn against me. I stood my ground. Did it bother me behind the scenes? It hurt like hell. But I wasn't letting y'all know that. That turned my passion into rage. So I was lashing out on everybody. So ask them people that say I lie. Ask them what I lied about. And the reason why I didn't even do my sex talk last night, I was so mad. Because I don't know what it was, but I couldn't find the interview. Shout out to my folks that sent me the link. Now we can listen to the interview. You feel me? It's today. Because we're going to go through it. And the reason why that interview is so important is because of the events that happened. And I'm a pinpoint every event that happened and tell you why it happened. And then I'm going to ask you a question of the events. See if you've been paying attention for 3 years. Tiffany Black said, if you vet someone, how can you turn around and not believe your own vet? Make it make sense. Facts. So, enough of the go along, get along gang. Let's get into some real commentary. Let's do what we came to do. And that's help vindicate Robert Sylvester Kelly. Shout out to Prima Donna last night. No, shout out to Prima Donna. I said last night. I'm still mad, but hey, it is what it is. Okay. Shout out to Prima Donna, right? She discovered this. It says, the first email from Jonjolyn Savage arrived in November of 2016. Jonjolyn, who goes by Jay, was concerned about her daughter Joy, who was living with R. Kelly in Georgia. He is still up to his same tactics. Stop. How is he still up to his same tactics if y'all didn't have some type of business venture or communications with this man? Make it make sense. You can't say that Robert is still up to his same tactics if you didn't have an up close personal business or adventure with this guy. So then it says he is still up to his same tactics, she wrote. He just makes sure they are over 17 or 18. Wait, I thought he liked underage girls. But this is the mother of Joy Savage, the wife of Timothy Savage, the friend of Angelo Clary. But wasn't their story so much of he's a pedophile? He liked underage girls and all this? Is it me? Or am I reading what Jim Dariagas said? He is still up to his same tactics. This Jonjolyn Savage now. She wrote, and he made sure he put she wrote. He just makes sure they are over 17 and 18. So everybody that said that he's a pedophile, I need to figure out, like, how. Because now they're over the legal age. And then it goes on to say the bias was so strong, it compelled the reporter to break the law, said Kelly's attorney, Mark Martin. Y'all know who Mark is soon. Last week, Kelly's team suggested that Dariagas copied the sex tape and showed it to Stephanie Sparkle Edwards. Stop. How do you know to get in contact with Sparkle? Because the way Sparkle said it is that she got in contact with you. So now we know the truth. A relative of the videos, a relative of the video's alleged female participant. If that happened, it's possible he might have broken the state's laws against reproduction, possession, and dissemination of child pornography. So here's my question. Why is Jim not in jail? Because with us knowing that to be fact, that Jim Darriaga's reached out to Sparkle about this. Like they say, he's in possession of child pornography. He's disseminating child pornography. As well as he's reproducing child pornography. Well, ain't that's what Harvey Weinstein locked up for? So why is Harvey locked up, but Jim ain't? Why the lady at CNN that says she's seen the tape, why she haven't been locked up? Let's go here. Y'all came and locked up Robert Sylvester Kelly off of allegations. But y'all won't touch the people that have known facts and that they have admitted their own wrongdoing from day one. Can we figure this out? Can we make this make sense? Hold on, I gotta clear some tabs. I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that later. And then on top of that, I'm going to give you facts. The only reason why Jim Darriaga's hate Robert is small to us, but to little idiots like Porky number 2, it's big. Robert promised him that he will get him an editor job for Rolling Stones. Robert found out he was doing something grimy. Robert cut him off. Ever since then, Jim Darriaga's had it out for Robert because Jim was going around saying that he's going to be the editor of Rolling Stones magazine. See how stupid that is? See how stupid that is? Wow. But I want to put Jonjolin on the back part of your mind because I'm going to come back and revisit that. And I'm going to read that again. Let's go with Robbie Reed. Check it. Update. Everybody of color about to get mad. So if y'all want to cuss, y'all can cuss. But everybody about to get mad. Check this out. Judge, no new trial for Texas death row inmate Rodney Reed. Texas is going to execute this guy. Check it. A judge recommended no new trial for Texas death row inmate Rodney Reed, whose supporters point to evidence they say raises serious doubts about his guilt. Reed was condemned for the 1996 killing of 19-year-old Stacey Stites. Prosecutors say Reed raped and strangled Stites as she made her way to work at a supermarket in Bastrop, a rural community about 30 miles south of Austin, Texas. Reed, 53, has long maintained that her fiance, former police officer Jimmy Fennell, was the real killer. Reed says Fennell was angry because Stites, who was white, was having an affair with Reed, who is black. Fennell, who served time for sexual assault and was released from prison in 2018, has denied killing Stites. The state district judge, J.D. Langley, was appointed to review the case after the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals put his November 2019 execution on hold. In a 50-page ruling, Langley wrote that the three that the three claims Reed is making, prosecutors suppressed evidence. Fennell falsely testified he didn't kill Stites, and Reed is actually innocent, should be denied. Reed has not proven by clear and convincing evidence that he is actually innocent, Langley wrote in his ruling issued Sunday. Langley's findings come after a 2-week evidential hearing in July in which witnesses and experts testified on behalf of Reed, whose supporters include lawmakers and celebrities. Some witnesses testified that Reed and Stites had a consensual affair and that they had seen the two together. Several forensic experts testified Stites died hours earlier than the timeline presented by prosecutors. Prosecutors say his claims of an affair with Stites were not proven at trial. Fennell was cleared as a suspect and Reed had a history of committing other sexual assaults. So stop right there. Wait a minute. Wait. So both men have sexual assault convictions, right? But you prosecute or trying to kill Rodney Reed when the evidence didn't point to that. But let's finish reading. Langley's recommendation now goes to the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals, which will make the final decision on whether Reed gets a new trial. It was not immediately known when the appeals court would rule. If a new jury heard the overwhelming evidence of Rodney Reed's innocence, it would have reasonable doubts. Jane Poocher, an attorney with the Innocence Project, where have I heard that before? Which is representing Reed, said, convicted by an all-white jury, Mr. Reed has spent 23 years on death row for a crime he did not commit. The Texas Attorney General's office, which argued the case on behalf of the state at the July hearing, didn't immediately return an email seeking comment Monday. In his ruling, Langley was critical of the 17 witnesses who testified on behalf of Reed at that hearing, that they either saw Reed and Stites interact with each other, or that they saw Fennell act suspiciously after Stites' death, saying that many had waited decades to bring forth their recollections. Wait a minute. So if people waiting decades to bring forth their recollections, wait a minute. We just seen Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. And we just seen them get jail time behind decades of recollections. Come on. Let's not go there. Langley also sided with prosecution experts who supported claims from Reed's trial that Stites died within a 2-hour window, which would not have made it possible for Fennell to have committed the killing. Defense experts in July suggest Stites could have died during times that Fennell testified he was with her. Reed's attorneys have also argued that sperm from Reed that was found on Stites' body was not proof of sexual assault, as prosecutors had argued at trial, but was from consensual sex between the two a day earlier. In his ruling, Langley said he gave more credibility to prosecution experts from July's hearing who supported the conclusion that Stites could have been sexually assaulted. Langley also said he found Fennell, who testified at the July hearing, to be a credible witness. Fennell denied killing Stites and said he never yelled at her or referred to her in any derogatory way. Reed's efforts to stop his execution in 2019 received support from such celebrities as Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, and Oprah Winfrey. Lawmakers from both parties also asked that officials take another look at the case. Wow. 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 This is going to be crazy. Because the way it looked, they're going to execute this guy. Now, if they execute this guy for something he did not do, it's going to be an uproar. But you see how the government pick and choose about recollections. For R. Kelly, you can bring in decades. For Bill Cosby, you can bring in decades. But when people come in bringing recollections to help one of us, no, you can't bring that in the court. Why? Why is there a double standard? Why? Why can't Rodney Reed have the same thing happen, or people come in and speak for him the same way the people did against R. Kelly and Bill Cosby? Let's make this make sense. We got to get the rhinos out of office. If not, there's going to be more capital killings, and it's going to be justified from the private-run jail facilities. So, everybody want to know, like, why? Everybody want to know why. Why the Savages has reemerged. Can't nobody tell you better than me, man. And what y'all gonna see today is gonna open up a lot of y'all eyes to some things. I've seen a lot of people go enjoy inbox and say, you need to go to DanaJay channel. You need to do an interview with DanaJay. If you notice, I never said nothing. But y'all remember this? Joy going live on her page. And I told everybody, this is not Joy's page. Everybody said, yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to show y'all some things that y'all should have looked out for. And then I'm going to break it down why this is happening. Post number 1. Appeal time. Y'all better keep the same energy is all I'm going to say. 100. You know, Joy is articulate. She's book smart. So I know she didn't write that. The next thing is, they want me to turn on my man so bad, but my loyalty is not up for a price. You cannot pay me to flip on my man. Everybody saw money, deals, and etc. and started talking, spreading lies, but me, I stayed down, and I'm going to continue. Right? See the free R. Kelly, all this, right? See all this, right? But the one thing I tell you is pay attention to a page. The Dream Team know. Pay attention to our page. If you go to tag, you know Joy ain't gonna post nothing like this. You know Joy ain't gonna post nothing like that. Throw off. Red flags. Number one. Then the video. Pay attention. For the people who don't like me that's watching me, pay attention. You're going to learn something.
This is why I say, know who your bloggers are. Know who the real content creators are. Because a lot of these folks are clout chasers. But the real ones sat back and said, we see this one running, we see this one running. Let's just wait. Next thing I'm going to point out to y'all is this right here. This right here. So easy to do. This is what I'm going to point out to you.
I want y'all to pay attention to this ponytail. Alright? I told you Joy don't have tattoos on her thighs or her butt areas. Told y'all that, right? Okay. I want y'all to get a good visual. That's why I paused it. Pay attention to the length of the ponytail. Pay attention to the grade of hair of the ponytail. Check this out.
Now, check it. This should have been a dead giveaway to everybody. You never seen Joy in nothing like this. The most you seen her in is some tight little pants that she.
What up, Ronald?
So she never wore nothing like this while Rob was home, when Rob got incarcerated the first time, when Rob came home again, and then when Rob is incarcerated now. Why all of a sudden you point this out? You bring this out. It would make sense. But without the audio, pay attention to the face from the side. I'm going to break something down to you. Let's pay attention.
I asked y'all to pay attention to that for a reason. Right? Oh, can y'all hear me good out there? I asked y'all to pay attention to that for a reason. That page want to get traction. That page want to get everything there. But listen to what happens.
Now watch.
Now that sign said, if you want to help R. Kelly, keep streaming his music. The first thing that should have came to your mind is money, right? The first thing that should have came to your mind is money. Let's get them likes up, y'all. I don't know why it's buffering. The first thing that should have came to your mind is money.
Exposing number one. Watch what I tell you. As I Googled Jai Savage and went to images, right? Her real name is Jalen. I do believe that Joy is a little thicker than this.
All right, so I don't want y'all to lose sight of that ponytail. And I told y'all that that was Jai Savage. I received such backlash in my inbox. Oh, Dana, you don't know what you're talking about. You spreading false narratives. That's not Jai. That's Joy. Joy flipped on R. Kelly, this and this and this and this. Okay. Can you explain this?
Baby, you're running closer.
You're on top of me.
I want to be inside your skin.
What?
Can you explain this? Is that not the same ponytail?
Baby, you're running closer.
You're on top of me.
I want to be inside your skin.
What?
Is that not the same ponytail? Put 1 in the chat if that's the same ponytail. Put 2 if it's not.
Baby, you're running closer.
You're on top of me.
I want to be inside your skin.
What?
Isn't that not the same ponytail? Isn't that not the same headboard?
Baby, you're running closer.
You're on top of me.
I want to be inside your skin.
What?
Isn't that not the same ponytail? Isn't that not the same headboard? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Isn't this not the same ponytail? So for all the people that gave me backlash, once again, I always prove you wrong. I can't help it if I just know what I'm talking about. So then, after this happened, after the stunt didn't work on Instagram, Attorney Bogine came out. Take a look at this. This was last night.
New York-based attorney Jennifer Bongine has made a name for herself by taking on high-profile yet unpopular clients. She famously represented Bill Cosby on his appeal before the Pennsylvania Supreme Court concerning his 2018 sexual assault conviction, which ultimately got overturned, and Cosby walked out of prison a free man. Now she's taking on a new client, R. Kelly, who was convicted in September of sex trafficking and racketeering charges and currently faces life in prison for those crimes. Joining me now is Kelly's new legal counsel, Jennifer Bongine herself. Counselor, happy to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Yodi.
Okay, Jennifer, so I'm going to start this conversation by asking you the most obvious question, one I'm sure you get all the time. Why would you defend R. Kelly?
I approach every case the same way. And I look and I say, has there been a miscarriage of justice? And in my mind, a miscarriage of justice occurs when the government oversteps, when they overreach, when they violate someone's constitutional right to a fair trial. And then I ask myself, is there anything I can do about it? Can I possibly get this individual some type of remedy, some type of relief? And when I looked at R. Kelly's case, I found that both of those things were true. And so I had no reservations about taking R. Kelly's case. What I see was a travesty of justice and how the process worked. And when the process doesn't work, the outcomes are not fair, they're not righteous. And as a result, I took R. Kelly's case. And I pass on cases, but this is a case that I felt satisfied both of those requirements.
And that's because you think that the government abused the RICO statute in order to get around issues of statute of limitations, right? And so for people who may think I'm talking legalese here, there were accusations for decades against R. Kelly. Those accusations, cases, whatever it may be, were old, and so they couldn't be tried in a court of law. But to get around that, prosecutors used this statute, the RICO, which most people would associate with like big drug lords, to get around that in order to get R. Kelly on these charges. That's what you're talking about when you're talking about a miscarriage of justice, correct?
I mean, it's more than that. First of all, the government could have charged R. Kelly along many years ago, many times over, with whatever crimes they believe that he committed. Now, they didn't do that many times. We know there was a case back in I think in the mid-aughts out of Cook County, and he was found not guilty of that case. But the government could have brought charges, and they chose not to for whatever reasons. And now they have brought charges against him under the RICO, which, yes, was designed to get at criminal enterprises, mafia, large drug operations run by gangs. And they are doing that, yes, to plead around the statute of limitations, but even more problematic in my mind is they use this statute in order to overwhelm the jury with other crimes evidence or other bad act evidence. It doesn't even have to be another crime. So really what they're doing is putting someone's life on trial. And that ends up being not really a fair fight. It's one thing to defend against a specific charge, that is fair. But when you bring in these crimes, these alleged crimes under the RICO Act, you're really putting someone in a position where they have to defend 30 years of their entire life. And that, I think, is not a fair fight, because it doesn't give, you don't have fair notice on what they're coming at you with. There's allegations that date back 30 years. And there are sometimes it's very difficult for particularly high profile people. 30 years, do I even know this person? Where was I? How can I defend against that? So it's not a fair fight. And then they brought claims under the Mann Act. And the Mann Act has been historically problematic, and it was no less problematic in this case as well. I believe that the government misused those statutes in order to gain convictions against R. Kelly that were not fair. And there's much that the jury didn't hear that they should have heard.
Jennifer, I'm a lawyer too, so I understand what you're saying, and I'm able to think about this in a logical, obviously legal way. Setting aside my emotion, but for the lay person, the person that's watching right now, and who's watched our coverage of R. Kelly's trial, who believe that he's finally being held accountable for abusing black women and girls, they don't care about a fair fight, right? They be creative. They're probably thinking, hey, however way the government could do it, they finally did, and it's done. I don't care. Explain why it matters to everyone ultimately that we essentially, there's a checks and balances when it comes to prosecution.
Yeah, that's right. And I can appreciate that there's emotions that run high, and people don't necessarily value how the government goes about getting what they consider to be justice. But when the government runs amok, right now it's R. Kelly, tomorrow it's somebody else. And maybe it's someone you care about tomorrow. Maybe it's a loved one of yours. To keep the government honest and to keep them in check, the system has to work for all of us, the R. Kellys of the world, the Bill Cosbys of the world, and then people that we don't even know. And so my job is to make sure the government does it the fair way. And if they didn't do it fair, it just doesn't count. It's like if you cheat during a football game and you want to declare victory, you can't because you cheated. And it is my job to hold the government responsible and to hold their feet to the fire. And I believe that that was not done. It hasn't been done, but we're hoping to do it.
So, I've had this conversation with colleagues for years, and in fact, we had a conversation about it on the show.
U.S. Network, what up, bro?
The blowback that attorneys risk facing from the public over who they choose to represent. I get tweets from viewers asking why I keep inviting certain lawyers who represented less than desirable clients, and of course that question that we all get, defense lawyers get, how can you defend a guilty person? I'm curious, how would you respond? What would be your response to that question?
Well, I first of all, let me start by saying that that is a general question I get all the time. I don't know whether it's specific to R. Kelly or not, and I'm not here to, I don't trust the verdict that came back in R. Kelly's case. So I'm not going to say he's guilty until I believe that there is a fair process. I don't rely on verdicts where the process was not fair. So let me make that clear. I do not believe that the verdict is a reliable indicator of whether R. Kelly is in fact factually guilty. But to your general question of, how do you represent unpopular people? How do you represent people that the media has already convicted? How do I represent them? I'm a defense attorney, and that's what I do. And I believe to my core that the government needs to be held needs to be held accountable, and when they don't go about this process in a fair and just way, that is a miscarriage of justice, and it affects all of us. And I guess I just really believe in that principle. It just doesn't matter to me whether it's R. Kelly or Bill Cosby or any number of wrongfully convicted people that I have represented over the years. It just does not matter. It's all the same to me, because if the system doesn't work for one, it doesn't work for any of us. And I guess I'm just really focused on that principle. And it doesn't, my view is if you're a defense attorney and you can't get with that idea, then maybe find a different career. It's really one of the fundamental tenets of what we do.
Jennifer, I wish we had more time. I could talk about this all day with you, and I'm hoping that you do come back. But I've got time for just one question.
That's not what she wanted to hear.
As women attorneys, we're assumed to have more empathy for accusers. And so there's a lot more pressure on us, on who we choose to represent, than, say, male attorneys. Is that fair?
Well, I think it's a little ridiculous. I mean, women are capable of anything, right? We're capable of being president. We're capable of being vice president. We're also capable of bad. We're capable of lying. We're capable of the gamut of things. Why? Because we're human beings. And to think that we are either this, this virtuous, perfect person versus evil, we're capable of all of it. So to say that we somehow have a greater ability to be, empathic, I think once we go down that road, that leads to a bad place. Women and men are capable of all types of emotions, motivations, and they can be incentivized by anything. And that's just how I view it. So no, I guess I don't think it's fair.
There you have it. Jennifer Bongine, pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so very much for your time tonight.
So, before that interview came out, this interview came out. And everybody's questioning why. Take a look at this.
We'll try to reach out to Joyce when my father passed. We have to always reach out through his camp, Robert Sylvester's camp. In the same time that I was willing to die for this country. And reach out through his camp through my father, the same way we did, the same way this time from Chandler's mother. No response whatsoever. It's time up for that. It's just time out for all that. She needs to come.
Joseph, we need to hear from you directly.
Absolutely.
We've always heard through third-party information, and we were able to hear from her directly without what I call prison calls, where the calls are scripted and they are known to be scripted.
Everybody wants to say she's grown. Let me hear from a grown woman. I want to hear from my daughter. That's what I want to hear from. I want to hear from no third party. I want to hear exactly from Jocelyn Savage. Period.
And we would like to have a one-on-one discussion with you as a family.
Listen, Robert is locked up. All these enablers need to move aside. We'll try to reach out to Jocelyn when my father passed. We have to always reach out through his camp, Robert Sylvester's camp. In the same time that we had to reach out through his camp through my father, the same way we did, the same way this time from Chandler's mother. No response whatsoever. It's time up for that. It's just time out for all that.
Joseph,
she needs to come.
Yeah. Joseph, we need to hear from you directly.
Absolutely.
We've always heard through third-party information, and we were able to hear from her directly without what I call prison calls, where the calls are scripted and they are known to be scripted.
Everybody wants to say she's grown. Let me hear from a grown woman. I want to hear from my daughter. That's what I want to hear from. I want to hear from no third party. I want to hear exactly from Jocelyn Savage. Period.
And we would like to have a one-on-one discussion with you as a family.
Listen, Robert is locked up. All these enablers need to move aside.
See, the devil busy. See, the devil won't act stupid. But I buy, ooh, he got power.
Tim. Jonjolin. Let me get this straight. I clearly believe you said the first email from Jonjolin Savage arrived in November of 2016. She was 19 in 2016. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. She's 24 years old. Right? Which means she's grown. Very grown. I'm sorry, she's 25. Because she was with Rob. Okay, she's 25. Which means she's very grown. You cannot force a grown woman to say anything to you. And let's keep it a buck. I talk to your daughter more than you do. I wasn't going to say nothing. And you know what they're going to say? Oh boy, DanaJay lying. There you go. He talked to Joy now. Well, I'm about to show you a document. That's not doctored, not nothing. When the Cloud Chaser, y'all gonna recognize the name. When the Cloud Chaser always want to be the first captain on the scene. But Tim, Jonjolin, listen. I talk to your daughter more than you do. You think I'm lying? People out there, y'all think I'm lying? I'm just gonna let you in with the truth. Remember I said clout chasing 101. Read what that say. Hi Joy, this is Sylvia. Uh-oh, I saw you at court. I was with Dana. Why my name gotta be thrown in everything? I thought y'all don't like me. Matter of fact, I thought y'all don't like me. Why is my name being thrown in everything? Don't use my name for a reference. Y'all get what y'all get out the mud. But y'all quick to say I don't know Robert. But it says, hi Joy, this is Sylvia. I saw you at court. I was with Dana. Please know that I am here for you. Rob calls me Mama Sylvia. Listen to what Joy say. Hi Sylvia, I just spoke with Dana. Just trying to get money for a ticket to Atlanta. Where do you think she going? I just never said nothing. Sylvia said, are you able to get a ticket? Joy said, no, they took everything. I don't have a dime to my name. I was trying to get someone to cash at me. This was right after the fight with Azriel. Right when she came home. When she spent the night in jail. Sylvia say, how much do you need? I just don't say nothing. Because like I say, I let the clowns have a circus. This is what Joy sent to Sylvia. How would I know this is what Joy sent to Sylvia if Joy ain't sent it to me? Now ask this question. Why you think Joy never got back in touch with Sylvia? Ask that question. Why you think Joy never got back in touch with Sylvia? I'm just saying. I don't have to say, I'm for Rob, I'm for Rob. I'm letting the circus go to the clowns. DanaJay gone. See you later.
Say it later, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass count, gotta make it last. Start off slow, then I'ma beat it up.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
Did this. They say R. Kelly did that. What do I spy with my little eye? Is the government restoring, reviving the 111-year-old Slave Act, known as the White Man Act? No, this is not Cat in a Hat. This is R. Kelly in MDC, sleeping on a mat. Now, I would love to cry and be the bitter black woman that Hollywood painted us to be. But instead, I'm going to introduce you to me, Nikki Purple. I am the community responder. I am a renegade activist. Let me remind you, all over the world, regardless of race, nationality, or religion, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. In United States of America, we lose rights every day, including the right to know what you can and can't put in your body, per the Biden administration. Justice is not about the result. Justice is about the process, due process, which requires that our legal process be fair and based upon the law. The system chose to violate Robert Sylvester Kelly constitutional rights. So let me give you the rundown of what took place with his hearing. First, they had to do a change of public opinion first, publicly. Secondly, they had to do a public lynching, which included all media sources, including Gale. Third, least but not last, was the trial. Because they are aware that when you attach rape and children to anything, they will win us over. And at that point, we tend to throw logic out the window. So let me ask you something. Why aren't you concerned about R. Kelly trial not being shown, although everything else was televised? In the court of law, RICO laws were intended for criminal organization, not for the individual. Remember, it is the racketeer, influenced, and corrupt organization. How is one man an organization or an enterprise? RICO worked great to target Al Capone for murder. Al Capone and R. Kelly are not the same. The Man's Act was misused against R. Kelly. The RICO was misused against R. Kelly. The overreach and creativity of the prosecutors is not liberty or justice. I am asking you to use logic. As a human being, you should care about the government abusing the power to apply Man's Act where it don't belong. If you are rich and powerful and have the greatest lawyers in America, and you still cannot defend against these unlawful tactics, imagine a regular person like me or you facing the might and wealth of U.S. government. How come the KKK didn't get charged with the RICO law? What you don't know is the RICO law allows them to seize your assets. So with the RICO, you can either rat or you can either rot. Friendly reminder, they couldn't charge R. Kelly with statutory rape because the accuser that claimed she was raped, or should I say Jane Doe, was underage but admitted to lying about her age. So they chose RICO and racketeering because it can be modified at any moment. I also want to share with you, R. Kelly, 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, 9th Amendment rights were all violated. Remember I said, they say, he did this, he did that. So his whole entire case, he say, she say, public opinion is not the law. So don't go by what Gail say. Don't go by what the news reporters say. All you have to do is read the transcript. The transcript will prove that each and every witness lied on the stand. Now that's not my opinion. That's what the transcripts will reveal to you. I remember watching one of R. Kelly interviews, and he was talking about how when he role played and it was doing a talent show, and he was acting like he was Stevie Wonder. He said he had to cover up his eyes and act like he was blind. That is the same thing what many people are doing all over the world. They're covering up their eyes and they're acting like they're blind to the fact. Volunteers are not victims. Groupies are not victims. And willing participants are definitely not victims. While many people take the bench from their couch, let's look at and examine the life of a music artist. Do you know what it's like to go on tour? Do you know what all it involves? Have you ever seen anyone before R. Kelly go to jail for racketeering? Now, let me tell you this. The money comes from the label. So, it is not just R. Kelly. It is R. Kelly who is the employee of Sony. Let us examine the jury instructions. Have you ever wondered why at the last minute they had to be changed? Why was there so much creativity? Why did they have to stretch and figure out what R. Kelly did? Why did they have to make Aaliyah, a person who transitioned, who is no longer here, a Jane Doe? Was this about his 2008 case? Was this get back? Here's what we know.
Question. 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 Before I get out of here, right? You see what I'm talking about when I say fake pages? The same thing happened to True Strong Warrior yesterday. You see what I mean when I say fake pages? The font is even wrong. I'm here to point out the injustice of Robert and the injustice that these crazy folks are doing to people on the internet. Now, can somebody tell me that's the same page? Why is the fake page swollen and the real page not? See the questions? And I ain't gonna lie, some of the people who came in the game hating me are some of the same people who believe in what I can do more than what I believed in. And I thank God for those people. Hey, Queen Shamika. So let's not focus on those people anymore. Let's focus on what we can do for Robert. Let's get creative. You know what I'm saying? Miss Queen Shamika Ambassador, I totally agree with you. He will be home real soon. Hey, Nikki Purple. See what I'm saying? You don't think that I'm going to catch that? Me of all people. Thank y'all for joining me. DanaJay out. Let's go. If you're looking for a social network that's for us, by us, then come on over to WeGotUps.com. www.WeGotUps.com. Tell them, Cube.
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is, the West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% black on, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there.
Hey, Rebecca.
Man. And as we say in the Big 3 League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we all going through. So, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, black owned. Gotta love it. And, willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So, WeGotUps.com, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, for that. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, man, official Black People Social Network. I get it right. Don't worry about nothing. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We got ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
And when you come over, hit me, official DanaJay. Shout out to everybody that came in late. Faith Samarian, I left my number. Call me anytime you need me. Gone!